Okay, let's go. All right, so the mainsail, we store it here on top. These are called lazy jacks. These are really nice because they allow you to drop the main and it won't fall all over the place, right? It falls in this little cradle here and keeps it all bundled up. Now the mainsail, I got a cover for it, so you don't have to take it off because it's a big sail. You don't want to be dragging it on and off the boat all the time. So you put this cover on when you're done sailing. You can see it ties on the back here. Ties like that around the back. And then this other, and we got this to tie around here. And then underneath, there are snaps. You see these right here? Got these little twist snaps. So take those off. And you take them off all the way up to the front. Peel this cover back and, you know, walk it forward or walk it backward or whichever way you're going. Now, one thing to note here is this is the clue of the mainsail. It's got this black line that runs through this block and it goes up here and it's tied off on this side. Over there it goes, over there it's tied off. So this allows you to pull the sail back or forward. I generally don't mess with that too much. It's there. If you ever need to adjust it. What these blocks here are for is you ever have to reef the mainsail. I can tell you I've only reefed the mainsail once. Do you know what reefing means?
Dropping it.
It means shortening it, making it smaller. So the wing's really high. You'll probably be in port before you'd have to reef the sail, right? Yeah. So the only time I ever reefed the sail is the wind was blowing about 35, 40 knots. So yeah, it's blowing. But this boat is very forgiving. You can run this boat with a full mainsail in 25, 30 knots of wind. You're gonna be fine. Yeah, with a full main. So because part of it is because the mast is actually not as tall as it could be for a boat of this size. So the sail's a little short. It could be bigger, but also because the amas give you a lot of stability, right? So you can run this sail in a lot of wind, and you're going to be fine. Wow. Like I said, I've only had to reef it once, and that was when I was in a race, and it was blowing 35 to 40, and I just didn't feel comfortable with a full sail and that kind of wind. I was telling Alex the other night that you know, mathematically, as the wind doubles, the pressure on the sails quadruple, right? So when the wind goes from 10 knots to 20 knots, the pressure on the sail goes up 4 times, right? Because of the square footage. All right, so that's the back of the sail. Let's move to the front. You can stay here, actually, and just watch. So then, I'll get the front of this sail cover has a zipper. You can just zipper that off. There's probably one more clip down here, I think. You can get it off. And this comes off like this. It's all off. And what I usually do, I'm just going to throw this down here for now. So I'll usually throw that in the back hatch that you're standing on. All right, now here's what you can help with, Paul. Where your hand is right there, that's actually the main halyard. So I'm going to loosen the halyard up here. And if you can undo that, just twist that little thing there. Yeah, just twist it and then pull it through. Just pull it through. You got it, twist it through, just pull it through. It's got to be, now you got to twist it the other way now. See how that works? There you go. Yeah, now one thing you got to be careful of is that pin.
Lose a pin.
You could lose a pin, so I always buckle it back up when I'm pushing it forward so that you don't lose it. That's it, you got it. And then the important thing here with the main halyard, you got to make sure you're bringing it down the middle of these lazy jacks, right? You don't want to bring it on the outside like that. It's got to be right down the middle, or else you'll get hung up when you raise it. And then this is the top of the mainsail here, the head. And you just put your pin on there, and we'll see how well we can do this here because the wind's coming a little bit from the side. But watch when I raise this now, One of the things that can happen if you're not head to wind is the battens here. See these battens? Sometimes they'll get caught up in the lazy jacks. I got lucky that time, and we're looking good. So I can go ahead and bring it over right now. Boy, that top thing needs a little oil on it. It's kind of loud. So the other thing you do when you raise a mainsail is you gotta run this main sheet out a little bit to loosen up the boom, so you can get it up all the way. The other thing is, if it's too hard for you to raise by hand, that's why I put this block here. You can always put this on the block like that, get out your little thing here, and just crank it up.
Oh, it's caught.
Is it caught on something?
Caught on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I see that. Okay, good. There it goes. All right, that's why it wasn't going up well. If you can't pull it up by hand, you can always use a little leverage, right?
That's really loud.
Yeah. Let me put a little oil on that. Okay, so we're almost up, right? A nice thing about a main is once you get it up, you're not bringing it down, until you come back.
That's super loud.